My brilliant moment was when I woke up one day. I was approaching 50. I had my own long-term health issues. I was agoraphobic. I had tried to apply for a few jobs and I hadn't got anywhere. Occasionally I got as far as interview, but no further than that. I remembered somebody at some point saying to me, "Do what you love." What I loved was making things and being creative. So I started to look around for a craft group which would cater to my particular circumstances, and I couldn't find one in my local area. So I decided to set a group up. As it didn't exist already, I decided to do it for myself. My name is Jen Snow, and I run a craft group for adults with long-term health conditions, whether they're physical or mental health issues, as a result of which they suffer from social anxieties or phobias, generally just have a problem getting out and about, being with other people. The idea is that everyone comes together and makes stuff around a big table, but as a byproduct of the making, we all have conversations, and gradually people start to build up their self-confidence and feel that they're ready to go back out into society. That sounds rather grand, but it means going out to buy a loaf of bread isn't such a huge issue. One day I had an email from a lady who'd found Craftable online, and she was writing to tell me about her son, who was a young man, had various issues, but was really trying to get out of the house and start a road to recovery. I spoke to this young man before he started coming to the group. At first he was finding it really quite difficult to even get a bus to come to the group. He would get a cab. At the end of the first or second session, he was leaving to get a bus home in the dark, and I'm so proud of him. The biggest challenge is reaching the people who need the help. These are people who, for whatever reason, find it hard to leave their homes. When you are disabled, especially if it's something termed an invisible disability, you could be standing at a till struggling to pay, and if your hands aren't working properly, you could end up with your money all over the floor. The queue is growing behind you. You look around and you think everyone's moaning or, unhappy with you, when in fact they're probably only thinking, "Damn, I left the eggs on the shelf." Gradually it can become a real challenge to leave your home, to do even straightforward things that most people take for granted. So to say to people, right, well, I've got somewhere safe for you to come where nobody will judge, sounds great, but you still have to persuade people to take that first step to come to the group, and that can be the hardest challenge of all. We've just been asked onto a pilot scheme called social prescribing by our local Voluntary Services Association. This means that whereas GPs once upon a time would prescribe tablets, whatever, now they can actually prescribe activities. It means that we can have people referred onto the group by GPs or by other voluntary organisations. As a result, I'm working very hard towards the Quality for Health mark, which means that I'm providing a service that actually will be recognised as worthwhile in the community. And so my long-term plan really is to just grow and hopefully inspire other group members to start their own groups. What excites me is, it's quite selfish really, it's the difference that I've seen in myself, what I have learned about me, what I'm capable of, because I had no self-esteem and I didn't go out, and now I'm talking to funders, I'm talking to potential members, and I'm so passionate about what I want to do and where I want the group to go. And for somebody who didn't go out for maybe 4 or 5 years, to say to my husband, as I did the other day, "Oh, it would be so nice to have a day with nothing to do," it gave me such a jump, because I never, 5 years ago, I'd never dreamed that I would be saying that.